He knows about the mark. I have to keep the recorder low, close to my chest. My pulse is thumping against the plastic casing. Thump, thump, thump. I can feel him, vibrating, not a sound, a frequency, deep in the marrow. He is staring at the skin behind my ear, where the hair is thin. If I turn around now, the air will turn to glass. I have exactly 30 seconds before the light dies. It started 72 hours ago. Just another recovery mission in the deep green. The humidity was thick, like breathing through a wet wool blanket. The smell of pine and rotting needles usually calms me, but not this time. The silence was heavy. It didn't just lack sound, it swallowed it. The canopy was a ceiling of jagged fingers blotting out the sun. Everything felt wrong, like a stage set waiting for the actors. The first report was the siblings. They were picking fruit in the brambles. The parents looked away for the length of a single breath. Just one blink. Then, emptiness. We found the girl huddled in a hollow log. She smelled like copper and wild honey. She kept talking about the mountain keeper, a thing with too much hair and a face that looked like it had been molded from clay that hadn't quite dried. Wet, pitted, wrong. She said her brother was riding on its shoulders, laughing as if it were a game. We searched the grid for 3 weeks. Nothing. No footprints, no snapped twigs, just the scent of old, wet fur clinging to the leaves. We are trained to find traces, to see the invisible. But here, the forest reset itself every night, like a wound closing. By the 10th day, the girl stopped speaking entirely. She just stared at the tree line. The trees have no memory of us. I remember a woman climbing a cedar to see above the fog. Her family stood at the trunk. They watched her souls disappear into the needles. They waited. 10 minutes. An hour. 3. They never heard a branch break. They never heard a scream. When we climbed up, the branches were untouched, thick with undisturbed dust and spiderwebs. She didn't fall. She simply ceased to be in the vertical space. The dogs are the worst part. They don't bark at the shadows. They bark at the math. Yesterday, the canine led me to the base of a vertical shale wall, 300 feet of sheer slick stone. The dog was whimpering, straining at the leash, trying to climb the air. He thought the scent trailed straight up, into the sky. I looked up and saw nothing but the blue. No handholds, no ledge, just the impossible trajectory of a soul. I found a child's shoe at the top of a peak 6 miles away later that day. It was clean, polished, no dirt on the sole, no laces. It felt warm to the touch, like it had been sitting under a heat lamp. I didn't report it. I couldn't. How do you explain a shoe that exists where physics says it shouldn't? I just left it there, and I felt the mountain watching me do it, judging my silence. Sometimes the forest is honest about its cruelty. I remember the girl who fell. She was 9. The branch that caught her was gray and barkless, like a skeletal finger. The mother's wail. It wasn't human. It was the sound of a hollow pipe in a storm. A rhythmic tearing sound. Scree. 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 It echoed off the valley walls for hours. They say she left her own life behind a few weeks later. I still hear that wail in the static. Last night, we pulled a climber out of a crevasse. He was babbling, shaking so hard his teeth were clicking. A wet, rhythmic tapping. He said there was a man at the summit. No gear, no rope. Just a heavy winter coat and eyes that weren't there. He said the face was a smooth sheet of skin, no mouth to scream with, but it did scream. A muffled, vibrating thrum that came from inside the chest. The climber fell, trying to unsee it. He told the EMTs that the Faceless One followed him down the cliffside. Not climbing, just sliding, frictionless. He heard it all night outside his crevasse. A coughing sound. Hack. Hack. Like a giant insect trying to clear its throat. I saw the climber's hands. The fingernails were worn down to the quick. He had been trying to claw his way into the stone, anything to get away from the sound of that rhythmic, dry breathing. The coughing. The coughing is what I'm hearing now, far off, near the generator. It's a wet, clicking noise. Ch, ch, ch. Like a mandible tapping against wood. It reminds me of the girl we found under the log. She was missing her boots. Her feet were white, drained of blood. She was looking over my shoulder the entire walk back, asking me why the tall man with the ink pool eyes was mimicking my walk, why he was making faces at my back. She got angry. She started screaming at the empty air, telling the void she wouldn't go back. She said she wouldn't give us to him. Then she leaned in close. Her breath smelled like ozone and old pennies. She touched the collar of my jacket. "He wants you to hurry," she whispered. "He says the scar on your neck looks like a mouth. He wants to hear it speak." I haven't looked in a mirror since. I'm afraid of what I'll see. There is a secret we keep in SAR, an unspoken geography. If you hike far enough, 30 miles past the last radio tower, you find them, the stairs. They aren't ruins. They aren't old. They're clean. Pristine white carpet, or polished mahogany, or industrial concrete. Just a flight of stairs rising out of the dirt. No house, no foundation. Just a vertical path to nowhere. They sit there, humming. A low electrical thrum. Buzz, buzz, buzz. My superior told me on my first day, never touch them, never look at the top step. He didn't say why. He didn't have to. You can feel the hunger radiating off the wood. It feels like a trap waiting to be sprung, a tongue in the mouth of the forest. I've seen them in the middle of swamps. I've seen them on the edges of ravines, always silent, always waiting for someone to be curious enough to climb. One of the veterans, he touched one. He didn't climb it. He just brushed his knuckles against the banister. A week later, he forgot how to speak his wife's name. A month later, he forgot what a door was. He just stared at the walls of his house until he starved. It's like the stairs take a piece of you as a toll. They delete the parts of you that make you human, until you're just an empty vessel, a blank face. I can hear the clicking again. It's closer. Outside the window, the glass is rattling. Clack, clack, clack. It's not a person. A person has a rhythm to their breath. This thing, it pauses for too long. Then it lets out a burst of air that sounds like a punctured tire. It knows I'm recording this. It wants the log. It wants the evidence of its existence to be preserved, like a virus waiting for a host to listen. I checked my neck in the reflection of the toaster. The scar. It's grown. It wasn't a line before. It's an opening, a small, pink crescent. It looks like a half-formed eye or a lidless mouth. It stings when the clicking outside gets louder, like it's trying to harmonize. My skin feels tight, like I'm wearing a suit that's 2 sizes too small. The air in here is getting thin. I think the station is shifting. The corners of the room are rounding off. The geometry is failing. I tried to walk to the door, but the hallway just went on. I've been walking for 10 minutes. The station is only 20 feet wide, but the floorboards are stretching. Creak, snap, creak. The smell of ozone is so strong now I can taste it. It tastes like burnt hair and copper. I think I'm on the stairs. I don't remember climbing, but the floor is inclined now. I have to stop. I can't breathe. The clicking is right behind my ear now. I can feel the heat of its breath. No, it's not heat. It's a localized vibration, a humming frequency that's making my teeth ache. If you find this tape, do not search for me. Do not look for the rescue unit. The forest isn't a place. It's a digestive system, and we are just the fuel. The stairs are the throat. I'm sliding down. Wait, the light. It's not dying. It's changing color. It's turning purple, like the berries the kids were picking. I can see the boy now, or something that looks like him. He's standing at the top of the incline. He's much taller now. His arms are too long. They reach the floor. He's not walking. He's drifting, like a curtain in a draft. My voice, it doesn't sound like mine anymore. It sounds like the wind in the pines. The SAR is speaking. It's a low whistle. Hiss, hiss. It's telling me the names of the people we never found. Thousands of them. They aren't dead. They're just parts of the woodwork now. They are the grain in the stairs. They are the sap in the trees. We don't find them because there's nothing left to find. They've been integrated. I can feel my fingernails turning into splinters. My skin is becoming bark. Don't listen to the coughing. If you hear the rhythmic click in the woods, run. Don't look for the source. If you see a staircase, burn it. But you can't. The wood doesn't catch. I tried. The matches just turned to ice in my hand. The forest wants to play. It wants to play for a long, long time. The bear man is just the mask it wears to get close. I can see the face now. It's beautiful. It's nothing. The clicking has stopped. It's just the hum now. The infinite electric hum of the stairs. I'm on the last step, I think. Or maybe the first. It's hard to tell when the walls are gone. If you find this, tell the others. Tell them the SAR isn't for finding people. It's for feeding the mountain. We are the harvesters, and the crop is ready. I'm stepping off. Silence. It's so quiet. I can hear my own blood. No, it's not my blood. It's the sound of the forest breathing through me. One big lung. We are all breathing together now. If you go into the woods today, listen for the cough. That's me. I'm trying to warn you. Or maybe I'm just trying to get you to look behind you. Catch, catch, catch. Is the recorder still on? I can't see the red light anymore. I can only see the eyes. Millions of them. In the leaves, in the dirt, in the scar on my own neck. We are all watching you now. Please, come find us. Step onto the wood. The carpet is so soft. Just one step. Click.